Hey, I'm Adam.
I'm Bryan.
Back with another episode of Buds and Suds.
So we're missing something.
I know, this is like 2 videos in a row.
Blind. I hate blind beer. Oh wait, it's for you.
Yeah. No, I actually
right.
like these, man. I like these. Let's do it. So,
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but it's darkness.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
I mean, can't really see through that at all. I mean, it's got the tan head. It's just, it holds the glass pretty well.
Yeah.
I like that. It's good. Man, the first thing I got was coffee. That was the first aroma I got. Yeah, this nice. It's a smooth. I may get this kind of hint of vanilla creaminess behind it. Possibly a barrel-aged coffee stout. But yeah, the coffee's there.
Yeah, to me it's not like the peppery espresso coffee.
No, it's the roasted.
It's the roasted coffee.
But it's a wonderful aroma. I mean, it's there. It's coffee. Like I said, there may be this, the coffee. It's kind of got this roasted malt thing behind, as well. But that could just be all the coffee, and maybe some of this vanilla creaminess too.
Okay.
But cheers. Yeah. So it's definitely got coffee, but it's a little lighter in the body. It's not like it's thin, but it doesn't taste like a very heavy stout to me.
Okay.
So,
How about that?
yeah, so I know it's holding the glass and I thought it was going to be a real heavy one, but based on that initial impression, it didn't taste that huge ABV to me. I got coffee and I got a nice Russian Imperial Stout base behind it.
Okay.
So it really just tasted like a coffee, like a wrist with coffee. Let me get into a little more.
So you're getting roasted malt and coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll buy that.
And to be honest with you, I mean, it's got a nice, it's not like super bitter, but it has this bittersweet roasted malt behind it. And I'm not even, I mean, at this second sip, I'm not even positive that was coffee. I'll maybe trust my aroma, but it's coming off even more now, just like it could have been roast from a big Russian Imperial Stout with a lot of roasted malt.
You get anything else?
Nothing's jumping out at me, to be honest with you.
There's other adjuncts, but I have to admit it, I can't, even digging for it, knowing they're in there, I don't get them either. I mean, there's something else there that...
Again, I gotta trust my nose that there's probably coffee in there, but you know how that roasted malt can give you that. That is the biggest flavor. There could be cacao nibs because I get this chocolatey thing. I mean, it's not super like, some of the biggest Russian Imperial Stouts I get, they're really bitter. This isn't there. It's a little milder and a little sweeter than that. Although I wouldn't call it sweet by any means. Maybe I should say not quite as bitter as an extreme Russian Imperial Stout.
Just less bitter.
Yeah, and so maybe I could get some chocolate notes. So if I was going to throw in another adjunct, I may go with cacao nibs.
Now, what about barrel?
Well, the holding the glass thing, it's kind of confusing to me. Maybe it's just an easy drinking big stout. Let me see here. It goes down pretty easy. I mean, this isn't the first beer of the night. It doesn't have a huge alcohol kick to it. I mean, you wouldn't surprise me if you said 10, 11%, but if it was much higher than that, that really would surprise me. But I was kind of thinking in probably the 9 to 10% range, but if it was much higher than like 11, I would be surprised. Barrel, I mean, it looks, now kind of looking at it, you can kind of see around the edge. It's a little thin. It wouldn't surprise me, but I mean, there's a hint of maybe some vanilla in there, so maybe that's some of the bourbon barrel character, but it's not, there's nothing fruity, like it's some, sherry barrel or red wine barrel, it's nothing like that. It doesn't taste very, I wouldn't think it was rum. It doesn't come off that sweet rum character. Apple brandy, I don't know. If I had to pick a barrel, I'd go with bourbon or whiskey.
So what's your rating?
Oh, I really do like a 4.25. It's
I'm
good.
at 4.25.
Yeah.
So you've had this. That's one hint. But would you say this is infected?
No, I would not.
Okay. So you had it, and you apparently had an infected bottle, but this one is not.
Oh, okay. No,
So-
that's not what I had. I mean, I know that's the beer I had.
Didn't taste like that.
No, not even a little bit.
So I'm just going to read what's in it because it's a lot. Imperial stout aged with whiskey and rum barrels with roasted cacao nibs, almond flavor, barrel-aged coffee beans, barrel-aged coconut, and barrel-aged almond.
Whew.
Hint the quadruple barrel.
Missed a lot of that one.
And we reviewed the triple barrel before, but not the quadruple.
No, I don't. I mean, almond, I'm not awesome at picking up. It doesn't have a huge coconut. I mean, it could be some of that sweet vanilla thing that I was getting, but, you know, but it's solid. And no, so I had this one. Yeah, no, it was not what I had. I kept trying to make it into something. It was fruity. It was very fruity. It was like a fruit and then like tasteless, and it was just unpleasant on the tongue, the mouthfeel and everything about it. And it was a rough day for me, and I tried to drink it because that's the last thing I had, and I couldn't do it, so I walked to a bar and drank bourbon.
Okay. All right.
Because I wanted this. I was in a hotel room, and I was like, this is what I was going to finish the night with, and I couldn't. Like I tried to, and I couldn't. It just wasn't. I couldn't do it.
Well, so I got this when I was in Florida last time, right around Christmas time, and they had a bunch of
I got mine in Florida too. Yeah.
And when you mentioned that yours was infected, I thought, well, maybe we could review an infected one just to talk about it. And so I popped one open earlier in the week, and I thought, well, I'll just try it and see. And it wasn't infected.
Yeah.
And then I regretted popping it open because I couldn't drink the whole thing by myself. But I didn't want to. I wanted to give it to you blind, so I couldn't really share it that night.
So 2018 rare release, release number 6.
Number 6.
I'll look back at the pictures because I think I sent pictures to everybody.
Yeah, see if yours was the same release, number 6 or not.
But I wonder if the 2018 releases had different release numbers.
There were.
Oh, okay. So I didn't take pictures of that. I didn't take on the side of the bottle with the 11.2%. It says release number 6. I think I just took a picture of the front that said the 28 rare release.
Yeah, I didn't look ahead of time to see how many came out in 18, but there was more than one because I remember seeing at least two different numbers in 18. So I had to look up which one mine was.
Yeah.
But, as far as the rum barrel, I feel like I get something that. To me, rum is a little sweet, but also a little harsh, and I get something a little harsh, and I'm attributing that to rum barrels. But it's just, I don't know, I'm just guessing.
Yeah, there's so much going on with this. It's very complex. As far as all the adjuncts, again, I don't get like all those flavors and the complexity.
I don't think you could.
And then straight rum, I'm not sure how many like double, or I know it's quadruple barrel, or is it quadruple?
It's quadruple barrel Big Bad Baptist.
So it's whiskey, rum.
Whiskey, rum with roasted cacao nibs, almond flavor, barrel-aged coffee beans, barrel-aged coconut, barrel-aged almonds.
So that makes the 4 is the barrel-aged coffee and barrel-aged coconut?
Well, so whiskey and rum barrels.
There's 2 barrels.
With roasted cacao nibs, almond flavor, barrel-aged coffee beans.
There's 3.
But then barrel-aged coconut and barrel-aged almonds. So really 5, but...
Well, anyway, my point is, rum barrel by itself, I think I was starting to get good at picking that out through a couple of beers from Prairie and Avery. But when you throw in whiskey and then the adjuncts, I think it's going to be hard because it was a flavor and a barrel. I was just starting to get used to kind of picking that out with one. So it doesn't surprise me that I couldn't get that out of with all that.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Once you start getting to that many adjuncts, I mean, it's just it's impossible to. I mean, something always sticks out.
Yeah. Well, this was really good. It was fun. It would have been kind of cool to review just an infected one, but better to actually drink a good beer than drink for an infected one. But if you guys had this beer, and if you had an infected one, let us know, or if you know what batch number it was. Again, there's no doubt in my mind that the beer I drank was different. It wasn't like I was just picking up on something subtle, because like I said, I was in for the night and wanted to finish the beer, and it was awful. Like there weren't even good beer places around me. I just had to go find some whiskey to drink. But let us know. This was good. Thanks for sharing it.
No problem.
Yeah. Anything else? As always, guys, if you have the beer you love the beer you have. Thanks.